This past week, I got a phone call from what I believe was going to be a cyber thief. And we get these calls on a regular basis, unfortunately, where it's either a elderly couple who's calling in our office and saying, I think I just got scammed, or it's a son or daughter calling in because their mother or their father just got scammed by somebody and it's starting to become a problem and we have to get a guardianship. You don't have to be an elderly person. You don't have to be a young person. It can happen to absolutely anybody. These thieves are out there to work as many people as they can and see just who bites. So what happened to me? Well, I got a call from somebody who said that they were with a utility company. And I'm not gonna say the name of the utility company, but they are actually one of the utility companies that we use at our office. And the phone call started out something like this. They said, Mr. Cortes, we really value you as a customer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And we just think that we can make changes to the services that you're receiving so that you have better service with us. I'm trying to be careful so I don't identify who the utility company is. But they said that they could give me, this lady on the phone said that they could get me and our company better service. And I started to say, well, okay, well, we're already at a pretty good plan. I don't know how much better our service could be unless there has been some type of upgrade system-wide on their system that maybe we can take advantage of now. As it is, our system was pretty good already. So I let her talk a little bit and I'm starting to think that this is kind of a fishy situation. And then she asked me for my address. And I said, well, why do you need my address if you're the one that's calling me? And she's like, well, we don't necessarily know where all of our clients are located. We just have a call list. And I said, but you said earlier that you're reading off of the information from my account. So shouldn't that be on my account? And she's like, well, it's just not something that gets passed on to us. And I said, okay, well, what is my current plan? And she's like, well, let me look. And she starts, I can hear her pretending to be on the keyboard a little bit. And then she's like, well, I think I need to get your social security number, if you don't mind, just so that I can look up your account. I'm having trouble. And I was like, well, didn't you say you already had pulled up my account? So the bottom line is we kind of went with this back and forth, and honestly, I don't know why I stayed on the phone because it was clear that it was a scam really within the first 30 seconds. This was just a person that was calling, pretending to be from a certain utility company, saying that they could upgrade our service and needing personal information from me about me personally and about our company so that they could get us that service, so they could access our account. And it just didn't make sense. You need to really make sure that you're watching out for these kind of things. If somebody calls you and they want to know where you live or what your address is, that's probably a good sign that this is a scam. And if they're truly dangerous people, you don't ever want to give anybody your address or your personal information over the phone where you yourself did not solicit the phone call, right? And even you soliciting the phone call, in other words, you initiating the phone call, you also need to be careful. And just because you initiated the phone call does not always mean it's going to be safe either. Because we've had it happen in our office where somebody gets an email or one of our clients got an email from somebody or they got a letter in the mail that says, hey, if you just do this, then we can save you a ton of money, or we can save you a ton of money on something that you're already getting. And they leave a phone number for that. Well, that could be a scam also. And we have had it happen to our clients and to people that we know, family and friends. So always be careful when you get a solicitation in the mail or electronic mail. Confirm that it actually is the company. And one of the best ways to do this is, well, go to their website, look in the phone book if you still have a phone book, and check the phone number. See if it actually matches up. A lot of times on emails, you can check on the header. And if you don't know what a header is, it's up at the top of an email that shows exactly where the email came from. And a lot of times you'll be able to tell that it's not actually the company that is emailing you. It's like a Gmail account or a Hotmail account or some really random company that is completely not associated with who they're pretending to be. The bottom line on all this is be careful out there. Be careful with emails that you get, be careful with solicitations that you get in the mail, and be careful with phone calls that people calling to claim this or that. because more than likely, if they're calling you, then I would guess that 95% of the time, it's going to be a scam. So please be careful out there and make this a big part of your estate plan, not only protecting your estate plan, but protecting the assets that are in your estate plan. I know I've thrown a lot at you today, so that's why we've prepared our free guide on estate planning. I'll put a link to it in the description below and in the comment section below that so that you can download it and get started in the right direction. And to help you out even more, watch this video up here and this video up here. If you enjoyed this video, then guys, please smash that subscribe button and click on the like button. And also click on that little bell so you'll get notified every time we post a new video. Have a great day and an awesome week. And as always, thanks for watching.